What happens when you take an iconic LEGO Ideas set and completely customize it to fit an entirely different LEGO theme? Hey everyone, I'm Adam, aka Ant Bandit. Welcome back to Beyond the Brick, where today we have a really fun video for all of you. Recently, eBay reached out to Beyond the Brick to issue a mock challenge.
I challenge you to a duel. I accept.
The premise is to take a LEGO Ideas set and completely transform it into a mock that fits into, as you can probably guess here, the castle theme. Now, we did just get the release of the incredible Lion Knights castle. The set is huge, and in it we saw the return of several old factions from the castle line, like the Lion Knights, of course. We got more Black Falcons, and one of my favorites, formerly known as the Forest Men, we have the Forest Guardians. We also got that incredible remake of the Forest Hideout set as a gift with purchase. But that's about it for the Forest Guardians, and I kind of want more.
I want more.
What if we created a giant faction base for the Forest Guardians that would rival the size of the Lion Knights castle using the LEGO Ideas Treehouse? This set was sent over by our friends at eBay, so big thanks to them for sponsoring this video. At this point, you might be thinking, this is a pretty solid idea, right? We've got the Forest Guardians, they're gonna be in a big treehouse, it all makes sense. But there's just one major problem with all of this. I have never once built a castle mock. I know this build is going to be a huge creative challenge for me. Also, this giant mock is not just going to be seen by the sponsors at eBay. At the end of this video, the final build will be judged by someone who is both a LEGO master and a fixture in the LEGO Castle community, none other than Mark Erickson. If you don't know him, Mark is an incredibly talented mock builder and a huge castle fan. And he also happened to win this TV show with his brother called LEGO Masters. If this build can't impress Mark Erickson, then the eBay sponsors are going to be totally disappointed and this whole video will be a failure. Let's get started with a plan. The main focus of this build will be to create a fortress or castle that's been built up around this central tree, but to make this even more impressive, I'll surround it with a dense wooded area populated by trees and a couple of other Forest Guardian structures, essentially a small village that's built up around this castle. Now, because this build is so specifically based around this single faction, all the design techniques and colors I use should take direct inspiration from that original theme. All of the trees in the original castle theme are actually built with black bricks instead of brown, so my first task was to take the Ideas treehouse and completely recolor it in black. I decided the small huts and platforms in the original set wouldn't be a good fit for this style, so I completely removed them and planned to replace them with something else. Recoloring the tree turned out to be a difficult task using just the parts I had on hand, but after some time, it was finally done and I had a blank slate to work with. For the castle structure, I started with building a small entryway. I wanted to avoid covering up the tree as much as possible, so I built some archery platforms that are supported by the branches. Lastly, I built two large towers connected by a bridge to be placed behind the tree. After a long day of building, the castle is finally done. But before we set up the full layout here on this table, let me tell you a little bit about our sponsor, eBay. Now, I don't know about you, but personally, I use eBay all the time to find deals on vintage LEGO. I love collecting the stuff that I grew up with, and I'm always finding people selling great retro sets that I want to add back into my collection. Even for this video, I used eBay to pick up a second copy of the Forest Hideout GWP. Nobody prompted me to do this, I wasn't told to do that, but it just ended up being where I found the best deal on the set. Even if you're not into LEGO, eBay is a great platform to buy and sell any kind of vintage collectibles. Personally, I've used it tons to sell old action figures, but I've probably ended up spending way more than I've earned just on LEGO for myself. Regardless of your budget, eBay is a great place to find the newest thing to add to your collection. With all that said, let's go ahead and take a look at the completed Forest Guardians castle. Enjoy. Overall, I'm really pleased with how this MOC turned out. The castle built around the tree is a really unique design, and it just has a lot of presence. But of course, I can't be the only judge of my own work, so it's finally time to show this off to LEGO Master Mark Erickson and hear what he thinks.
All right, here we go.
That is amazing, Adam. The overall impression is really special. I was expecting to see more of the original set. You've completely redesigned it and revamped it in the Forester style. I really love that. It looks like there's an actual castle integrated around this huge tree. So it's really some amazing stuff, Adam.
If you were to, let's just put a number out there, out of 10, 10 being the most castle thing you've ever seen, how would you rate the success of this? What would your final judgment on this be?
I love the way it's all structured. The overall impression is really important with a larger scale creation like this. And I think you've checked a lot of those boxes. So I'm gonna rank it about an 8.5, which is really good stuff. Adam, I'm super excited to see you building more castle stuff. I hope you continue to explore one of the best LEGO themes out there. Thanks a bunch, Adam.
And that's about it for this video. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this final build. If you would have done something differently, I would love to get your feedback down below. Big thanks to Mark Erickson and a huge shout out to eBay for sponsoring this video. If you're looking for more awesome LEGO content, you're already in the right place here on Beyond the Brick. Once again, I'm Adam. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.